Good evening, President Ragland, members of the board, and Dr. Smith. It's my pleasure to introduce to you Jill Hahn. Jill's the coordinator of the Randall T. Shepard Leadership and Law Academy at Harrison High School. She's going to give you some information about our innovative model at Harrison and some of the work that she and her students and teachers are doing. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening, board members, individuals in the viewing gallery, as well as distinguished guests. As Dr. Stubbs said, my name is Jill Hahn, and I am the coordinator for the Shepard Academy. And we are proud to be able to present our academy this evening. We will also have Ethan Schottmeyer, who is a current senior, that will be speaking, as well as Miss Abby Ludrow. She will be having some part in this as well. I have given everyone on your tables a packet of the slideshow so that if you would like to make any kind of comments or later on this evening, if you'd like to get a hold of me for any information, you may do so. Okay, how do I do this? Okay, there we go. So our academy is named after Chief Justice Randall T. Shepard, who is a Harrison graduate in 1965. He then became the Supreme Court Chief Justice of the state of Indiana. Upon his retirement, he created our specific academy. We're fairly new. In 2010 to 2011, we started with just 16 juniors. It was originally just a junior and senior academy. And then in 2013 to 2014, we then expanded to a 4-year program. Our vision is leadership and learning, which is indispensable for one another. And that is something from John F. Kennedy that we like to tell the kids that that's our motto. So our academy is a 4-year program. We are very rigorous, where we integrate social studies as well as English curriculum. We focus on leadership, law, politics. We're heavy on current events as well as social justice themes. We develop critical reading, writing, speaking, thinking, and leading in a lot of various capacities throughout each semester and each year. The Shepard Academy is designed for high-ability, college-level students who are wanting to desire dual credit or AP credit. We are very much student-centered, where the students are the ones that are guiding the instruction. We do a great deal of field experiences, community service, and senior internships.
So for the freshman year curriculum, we all take the normal classes and courses, but I think the highlight for freshman year are the field experiences that the students get to learn through meeting the mayor, doing walking tours, and even visiting the Evansville Museum and Angel Mounds.
Oh, my bad.
Sophomore year is a little bit more serious, I would say. We take all the normal courses and there are less field trips and field experiences. However, we do go more in depth into the international social movements and current events around the world.
Junior year, we actually get to specialize a bit more, and that's when we really start to delve into what makes the Shepard Academy unique. So you can see we take more specialized courses specifically relating to law education. We focus a lot on speech and debate in junior year. One of our favorite activities that we get to do junior year is we actually, during the month of March, we have our own March Madness style tournament where students pick out a social justice hero from any point in history. Then we'll do a series of head-on one-to-one debates, debating the merits of different social justice heroes as to who's been the most influential in our country at various points throughout our history. Moving on to senior year then we focus on English and government. Those are both dual credit courses. We do advanced composition, so students are learning to write at a college college level. And then the coolest part about senior year, in my opinion, is the fact that second semester, each senior gets the opportunity to intern at a local place here downtown or across the tri-state. We have people at different hospitals, at Humane Society, various law firms around town, the Evansville Arts Council. So a lot of variety for students to really get themselves immersed into whatever program they're interested in and experience it firsthand. It's a really cool opportunity.
So Shepard is involved in a lot of special programs, including National History Day, We the People, and YMCA Youth in Government. And I know Ethan and I have both been a part of all three of those. And just for an example, We the People is a program basically dissecting the Constitution and arguing certain points of it to judges. And then another great benefit for Shepard is the dual credit that it offers. In just the years 2017 and 18 alone, the students of Shepard accumulated 500 total credit hours, which makes 19 hours per student.
One really cool aspect of the Shepard Academy is that students get to, within their classes, pursue whatever fields they may be interested in. So you can see up there our career goals. Even though we advertise ourselves as the Law and Leadership Academy, we are not strictly for students who are looking to go into law program. We're merely seeking to make students well-rounded individuals who know how to think critically, present themselves in a professional manner, and work and excel in different workplace environments. So we have students who yes, are interested in going into law and criminal justice, but we have a variety of student interests from medicine to business to, once again, veterinarian sciences and forensic sciences. So it's a program for all students and for students of all interest. We're really focused on the individual and developing those professional skills so that students can use them in whatever field they're interested in. One really cool event, and Dr. Smith, you actually made an appearance in our slideshow there. That was back at our Shepard Leadership Seminar, where we actually have local leaders come out and present to the entire Shepard Academy. We hear a presentation from youth resources, kind of a live debate between the Vanderburgh County Democratic and Republican parties, both talking about their party platforms and presenting them to our students. And then we have the opportunity during the second half of the day to go out and serve in various places around the tri-state. So whether that's at the food bank, at Uncharted International or homeless shelters, getting our students out and in the community to promote that awareness and volunteer service. That's something that's really important to our academy and our students.
So we try to expand this list every year, but some of the common denominators are the Evansville Bar Association. We do a great deal with USI through the CAP program, as well as the pre-law program. I'm actually on the board of directors for that so that we can stay in tune as to what anyone that is wanting to be an attorney have an opportunity with that. We do a great deal with the Vanderburgh Democrats Party as well as the Vanderburgh County Republican Party. As Ethan also said, youth resources, teen court, we try to get our students involved in extracurriculars so that they not only have that on their resume, but it also makes them broader as students. Many of the programs that I have taken the students is to the University Diversity Initiatives at the University of Evansville. They put on a great deal of different programs that basically give the kids an opportunity to have a wider viewpoint. The VFW Post 1114 we work a great deal with, as well as the American Legion Post 44. As you can see, these are the many. This is just a small list. I could have made probably 3 different slides of the various types of community service that our students are involved in, but this is kind of the ones that the students do like to choose. They are also heavily involved in their churches, the political parties, and so forth. And as you can see, all seniors are required to do 20 hours per year, and right now, to date, the students have served 690 service hours just up until this particular point in our school year. Now I'd like for our video to be shared, and then we'll open it up for questions.
The Shepard Academy is a leadership and law academy. We're dedicated to the 5 principles of reading, writing, thinking, speaking, and leading. So among the 4 years that you would spend in the Shepard Academy, you get to take various courses either in like legal education, political studies, we do a lot of speech and debate, and then literature classes as well. So it's basically like getting a liberal arts education but at the high school level, and it's for honors students to come who want to academically challenge themselves to succeed at the high school level while striving to dive deeper into the liberal arts fields.
Even though it's a law program, considered a law program, it doesn't necessarily just focus on law. It focuses a lot on leadership, speaking abilities, communication, teamwork, stuff like that, stuff that you'll use kind of in the everyday world.
We dig deep into legislature and like how laws are passed and what lawyers do and everything like that, and what judges do in the Supreme Court and everything.
We really focus on obtaining our knowledge through field trips, or through, we learn it ourselves and then we teach it to the class. So it's more of a student-oriented classroom environment.
English was never like my favorite. I didn't like old novels and things like that, but with Shepard they kind of relate it to law topics. So junior year we read 12 Angry Jurors instead of like Fahrenheit 451. And so for me that was really interesting because it was English class and I learned the curriculum, but it was something that I was interested in.
You don't have to want to go into law to be in Shepard. I feel like the other programs like MPA and stuff like that, you kind of want to have to go into that field. But Shepard's different because, like I said, I want to go into animal behavior, which has nothing to do with law, but I still learned a lot from the program.
One of the coolest things about Shepard Academy is the fact that we have so much class discussion and that we're a very open learning environment where everybody is taking it very seriously. And so we know how to have a lot of fun and interact with each other, but because everybody is focused on the task at hand, we're able to learn in a very loose, open environment that provides a lot of flexibility, both for what we can do within our courses, and we really pretty much get to customize what all we're learning inside the class. You know, we'll tell the teacher, oh, we're interested in this, can we talk about this? Or, oh, you know, this happened in the news today. And there will be some days where we just spend the entire class period talking about a current event.
And while I was at Youth and Government, a state representative, Ryan Hatfield, he was a candidate then, and he came and spoke, and then he asked if anybody would like to work on his campaign. And me and one of my best friends that I met doing Shepard decided to volunteer on his campaign, and then that led to an internship and now a job. So Shepard really opened the way for me to join a lot of things, and even my job now that motivates me to go to law school still.
One of the questions we ask each other in all walks of society is, what is it that we can do to prepare the next generation to be creative contributors to a society that will probably be different than the one that we've all grown up with. And I think the EVSC's record in creating new ways of doing that represents a splendid series of initiatives that, if anything, are interesting and different because they're all created inside the school system by seasoned teachers and administrators, and that's not always what happens in our country, but it's happening here. As for topic is another interesting thing about the Academy for Leadership and Law. There are a lot of places where initiatives are valuable, technology, humanities, science, but if you had to pick one that fit the America of the moment, a place where we really could use some new thinking, I think it might be in leadership of the society. How do we learn to work with each other? How do we develop new leaders? How do we create solutions for tomorrow? And it's encouraging to me that so many students have stepped forward and said, yes, that's something I'd like to be part of. That's what the Academy has created as an opportunity for those students and for the society. Finally, I'd like to say I'm honored to be connected to this initiative. But make no mistake, the real creative work and leadership has been in the hands of the corporation's leadership and of the teachers who are out on the front line making this happen. I consider it a great honor to play a modest part, and I look forward to helping in the future when I can.